Hey, it's Mike the Political Science Guy with my cup of coffee. In any case, thanks for tuning in. A lot of people are going to say, what? Because I'm going to say illegal immigration benefits? There are a few, believe it or not. There are a lot of negatives and positives with most things, and this is certainly one of them. And we often only hear the negative things from one party and the positive things from another. So you might as well hear about both from me, because I got 12 years of political science as a background, so I can talk about it a little objectively. We already know the negatives. The negatives are your schools get overcrowded, your hospitals get overcrowded, real estate values go too high, and there's more crime, and there's more crowding, and blah, blah, blah. It's all very true. And the globalists will poo-poo this and say it's not a big deal. And of course, that's one of the reasons why globalism is on its way out in the United States, because enough common people have said, enough of this crap. I want my neighborhood back. I don't care about the fact that you want to go and make a big unified world. But there are benefits to illegal immigration, and we should talk about those too if we're going to be objective and we're going to use both ends of our brain in the spectrum. One of the most important things to remember is that without illegal immigration, the United States would probably be in a demographic decline. Is that so bad? Well, it kind of sort of is, because it means that you're not going to have enough people to feed into the Social Security system so that you can retire at 65, or maybe 67, or maybe 70, or 74, if you kind of catch my drift. Because you have to have a demographic period where you got a lot of people on the bottom and a few people on the top. And because of the miracle of modern medicine, we're living longer, which is beautiful and wonderful, but it does mean that you need more people at the bottom. Some continents, like Europe, are in demographic freefall, and that means that they're having some real tough choices to make, and they're telling people that are graying that you're going to be working for another 2 years or 4 years because we just can't, find enough piasters to make sure that you could have a comfortable retirement. So that's one thing that you get when you bring in a bunch of people. The second thing is this is good for the Democrats and bad for the Republicans initially, which is just that when illegal immigrants come, they know that they're going to get their handouts and their goodies from the Democrats, so they're loyal to the Democrats. Some of them are going to stick to that brand for the rest of their life, and some of them, on the other hand, because they come from traditional countries, are going to take great umbrage at some of the extreme left wokey stuff that's been going on in the Democrat Party, because the Bernie Sanders wing of the party has gotten a good grip on its soul. And so the centrists in the Democratic Party are losing sight of the ball, which is that if somebody's coming from a traditional culture and their children are being taught transgenderism in elementary school, that's going to be a big problem. And so it's up to the Democrats to make it a benefit out of that. Now, the Republicans will make hay out of that and say, hey, look what they're trying to do to your kid. Look what they're trying to do in terms of your beliefs with religion. Look what they're trying to do with regards to your beliefs with regards to abortion. Look what they're trying to do with regards to hyper-regulating your life. And these things will resonate with these folks because a lot of them voted with their feet and left dysfunctional places that did have a lot of this already. So when I say a lot of this, I'm talking about the regulation part. So I'm talking about law and order, for example, because the Democrats have let the left loose in their party, in their cities, and it's causing a tremendous amount of trouble. So it can be a win for the Democrats if they can control the left, because the left is screwing up the appeal. So that's something to bear in mind. The Republicans can use that to their advantage. So the other thing is that it's stable labor. If you're going to have a demographic decline, do you want to have people that come from a culture that's traditional and is friendly to your culture? Or do you want to have folks from a different culture? And I'm talking about a culture that is intolerant to a lot of the things that the United States cherishes. And we are a liberal democracy, and it matters. So when you think about these things, there's good and there's bad in both sides. So be thoughtful. Realize that illegal immigration is not evil per se. It's just unregulated. And whether or not I want it or not, it's got to be something where you say to yourself, is this worth it? And it's going to boil down to local politics. All politics is local. And if in your community it's out of control, then you're going to be negative on it. All right, that's it for now. I'll let you go. Thanks again. It's Mike with the Mike the Political Science Guy review. Take care.